Jessica Alanice.
How you guys doing tonight? Friday night? Having a good time? My name is Jessica Alanice. I will be your host for the evening. I am so excited to be here. I actually just got back into town yesterday. I went to Texas to visit my family, which was super fun. Thank you. No one ever cheers for that. That's good. I did, dude. I went to go visit my mom, and she lives in a retirement community. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. Well, it's not like an aw community. It actually, like, she lives in one of those that kind of feels like she lives in, like, a college. Like, we took her up to college, basically. Because they have, like, events, they have pools, they have parties. Like, the only difference is that you don't have to worry about anybody getting pregnant. That's the only, you know? Just STDs, that's it. That's the retirement community. It is, they do have a bunch of parties, like every night. She's like, wine club, bunco, poker. But they don't like play for money at their parties. They just play for Viagra, and they just between the others. It's really great. I am from Texas. I'm third generation Mexican. Third generation. Silent, like, oh, okay. So sweet. Which, you know, means that, like, you know, my great-grandparents came here because they wanted their kids to be white. That was their goal. And they did it. They did it. They did it. We became white. It was great. I like... There you go. There you go. You are white. Look at you. I try to be more Mexican. I swear I try. Like, I thought I had the culture down, you know? Because in San Antonio, we all grow up the same. Like, everybody is just Mexican. Like, someone once told me they were Spanish, and I was like, that's the language. That's not, like, a thing. You can't be Spanish, you know? So I try more. Like, I once spent a night in jail, because I'm that committed. I was like, this is right? This is what we do. It was just one night, though. It was just one, because I'm not that Mexican, right? I got a DWI when I was in college. Dude, that was expensive. I do not recommend college at all. My God. Still paying for that mistake. Are you kidding me? Jail, on the other hand, it's honestly not that bad. Like, yes, they take away your rights, your privacy, your freedoms, but, like, that's just being a woman in Texas, okay? Felt like home to me. I was like, this is nice. This is good. Women shouldn't make decisions. You're right. This is right. This was good. It was a different time, though. You know, it was back when you had to have a designated driver, you know, who was the one person in the friend group whose only job was to stick to Bud Light. Do you guys have that? You the Bud Light guy? Nice. There's always that one friend in the group who's like, we should take shots. And they're like, I need to sober up. Let me get a Coors Light, please. They're like, that's not how beer works, okay? That's not... I don't know, I am Mexican. I don't speak Spanish. I'm one of those. I'm just, like, disappointing the Mexican level here. I'm like, I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did, though. I do. Because, like, I'll be in situations where people will say things like, oh, a ver. And I'm like, oh, are you trying to say Alanice? Like, is that my last name? Is that it? People will be like, no mames. And I'm like, oh, I have a mom. I don't have a dad, okay? No daddess. That's what that is. It was even worse. I went to the doctor, and they were like, ¿Estás embarazada? I was like, yeah, I'm a little embarrassed right now. And they're like, no, embarazada. I was like, oh, no, but now I'm on a diet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know. I thought I looked Mexican until I met Mexicans at like a Dodger game. So you guys know. After that, I was like, oh, I am white. You're right. You're right. Lo siento, I'm white. Ooh, sorry about that. Lo siento. No, it's fun being back home. My family likes to remind me how single I am whenever I go home. My little niece, she was like, Tia Jess, why aren't you married? And I was like, you're 6. This is like a very... Did my mom sign you up for this? Did she tell you that? I am single. I do want to be in a relationship. I do. Because I want to have, like, I want a husband, I want kids, divorce, like, I want that whole package. I want to be a part of it, right? I know I want to get married in the future, but I don't want to have like a wedding, right? Like, I want to have a husband, but I don't want to stand up in front of my friends and be like, look, I settled. Like, I don't want to do that. I also feel like that's going to be like rude to my friends and family to be like, hey, can I like pay all your money to see me do something I'm probably going to do 3 times? Like, that seems unnecessary. I don't know. And people are always like, Jessica, you shouldn't wish for divorce. And I don't. I wish for alimony. That's it. That's what I want. That part of it. Wow. He's like, I know those girls. We're 3rd generation. That's us. That's the white woman thing to do. Okay. No, because they're smart. Anyways, I do want to be in a relationship. I gotta stop dating a specific type of guy. They're the guys who are named Keith. I don't know how many you know, but I know all of them, okay? Like, it's bad enough that that's my dad and brother's name. Kind of uncomfy when it's also my last 3 exes' names. Yeah. Like, is there anybody named Keith here tonight? 1? Are you single? Okay, I'm not gonna like drawn that way. Okay. No, I do, because like I don't know what it is. We're just drawn to each other. Like, for me, dating Keith is like breadsticks at Olive Garden, right? Like, they just keep coming and I just keep putting them in my mouth. I can't help it. I can't stop it. There's always one whose like wife is calling him later. Like, what did you say at the comedy show? No, I do. I dated like a black Keith, a white Keith, and a Mexican Keith. I'm like the D, E, and I of dating Keiths, okay? Like, I just need an Asian one, and I have my IT department, and I'm good to go. I have a whole company. It'd be great. My friends do tell me. One of them, they were like, you're kind of like Tinkerbell. And I was like, oh, is it because I spread magic everywhere I go? And they were like, no, babe, it's because you're small, stubborn, and you chase lost boys. Right? I was like, that's so rude, dude. They're called veterans, okay? Come on. Call my the right name. It's not my fault. I do like a guy in a uniform, you know? Like the Army, the Air Force, Amazon delivery drivers. Like, anybody who can take an order can take a Jessica. I'm like, that is, I do it for the troops and 2-day delivery. That's what that is. My friends do say, they're like, you gotta change the guys you date. Go after a different type. Like, more of a CEO type, you know? Someone who drives a Tesla and knows the difference between affect and effect, right? Like someone who can spell Wednesday without saying Wednesday first. That you, Keith? Can you do that? No, I try. It's just the guys I date are the ones who don't have Teslas, but they have BMWs, big Mexican weenies. It's a different kind of ride. You know, they're the ones at the Dodger game in the old Honda Civics where the hood of the car is a different color than the rest of the car. Like, that's my guy. I love that. I can't help it. There's just something about a guy in a Tesla, like, getting out with a suit that I'm like, ew, too try-hard. I don't like that. I'm like, you probably signed the back of your credit card. What a loser. But babe, a guy getting off the bus? My God, that's my guy. I'm like, gold chain, baseball hat. I love that. What route is that? Are you going to Bellflower? All right, so now you know where I am in life, and this is great. This is going to be fun.